Hello. Connie, is it?
Yes, Monica, it is.
What are you doing breaking into my house, ransacking a bedroom? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I don't even have to ask that question. This has something to do with Tracy, doesn't it?
Well, never a dull moment with you Quartermains. Would you off the traitor that threw in with AJ? These people are your flesh and blood, Tracy.
Not this one. Nope. Turns out this traitor wasn't family at all.
It was a J. His name is Julian. I remember Sam's father. His name is Julian.
I think you should go.
Julian.
I think it's important that we're not seen together for now.
Fine.
Who the hell are you?
I could ask you the same question.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're the one who just barged into my office, no?
Oh, except this isn't your office. Unless this nameplate is wrong, this is Connie Falconeri's desk.
I own the parent company of which the Port Charles Press and Crimson are subsidiaries. Connie Falconeri works for me, so technically this is my desk. Yeah.
My mistake. I'm sorry for showing up unannounced. I'm so sorry for interrupting. You're Ava Jerome, right? Kiki's mother?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and a friend of Silas, Clay's, yeah?
It has a thing to do with Tracy Quartermain.
Really? Well, this should be good.
It is. See, I've decided to get a more hands-on approach to publishing. I'm actually a reporter for the PC Press.
Oh, you are a reporter.
Yeah, and an investigator.
Ah.
And I received a tip that there was a disturbance at the Quartermain mansion, so naturally I ran over here, and as you can see, the place has been absolutely trashed. I mean, obviously an intruder heard about Franco, and what are you doing?
Well, there has been an intruder, and I'm looking at her. Now I'm calling the police.
1 hour before the security system rearms itself and the gendarme come running in here, so let's focus on the job at hand.
You're not serious.
Come on, pull up those bank statements.
Hang on, you can't just brush me off.
I'm not brushing you off.
I've been living a very quiet life here. I go to the clinic, I visit Robert, I talk to him, I wait for him to wake up. It's very sad. But it's also strangely peaceful.
And I'm sure if there's any part of Robert that hears you when you're talking to him, he treasures those visits and he's looking forward to the next one. So let's just get on with it.
You contact me out of nowhere. You tell me to pull together a group of people. You meet you here at this bank on this day at this time. I risked my life. Not to mention calling in a lot of favors from some old colleagues.
Yes, I understand.
We're risking significant jail time. Because, just in case you didn't know, bank robbery is generally frowned upon in Switzerland.
No question, Holly, no question.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't approve of all of those things. You and I have shared a lot, including a son. I'd do anything for you.
That's why you were my first call.
You know, I'm always up for a challenge, especially when big sums are involved.
It's that streak of larceny in your heart that first attracted me to you. Well, that and your amazing skinny dipping skills.
Come on, Luke. I think I deserve to know what is going on here, and it's not just the money.
I wish it were. No, it's more personal than that.
What's going on here?
Well, that's what I would like to know, but since your friend can't really give me a truthful answer, I thought I'd let the police sort it out.
No, you won't. I'll handle it.
Have you seen what she has done to this place? Look at this. Not only did she break into the house, she has vandalized this bedroom. Look what she's done with Ava and Franco's things. They look like they've been through a meat grinder. And my pillow.
I'll buy you another one. Happy?
Do I look happy? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't have her arrested.
Because Connie didn't do anything.
Well, then who is responsible for this disaster?
I am.
What gave you the impression that Dr. Clay and I are friends?
I don't know, the way he reacted when he found out you had a daughter. He just seemed thrown, like it was something he should have known about you.
Yeah, as fascinating as this is, I'm a very busy man, ladies, so I will tell Miss Falconeri that you dropped by.
Actually, if you are in charge of the paper, you're the one that I want to be talking to, but of course I will let you finish up your meeting.
You're not. Good. We were just wrapping up.
Yes, I was just, consulting Miss Jerome on a potential art purchase.
So I will email you the portfolio and the price list tonight.
Of course, thank you, and I gave you my card,
Yes,
correct?
I have it.
Excellent. Well, it's very nice to meet you.
You as well. He's all yours.
Oh, thank you.
Payback's a bitch, huh? I'm on my girls all the time. Be responsible. Don't make any rash decisions that'll affect the rest of your life. What a role model.
You're not being punished, Alexis.
No, Sam and Danny are.
None of what's happening is your fault. Look at the bright side. Today was progress. You finally have a name.
We have a first name. Now, how on earth do we find Sam's father?
What can I do for you, Ms.
Morgan. I'm Samantha Morgan. And you are...
Personal to you than money. Revenge. You're cleaning out the funds of some fool who dared to cross you.
I am trying to track someone down, but it's not about revenge. At least not mine.
Well, if it's not that, then what is it? And can I remind you that you called me for help and I came through at quite some considerable personal risk. The least you owe me is an explanation.
You're right. I do. I owe you the truth. And so much more. English. I don't have a lot of time.
We've still got the best part of an hour.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I don't have a lot of time.
What are you telling me? That you die?
I was upset with Ava. She promised me her daughter's vote, and then Kiki turned around and sided with AJ.
As was her right.
Yeah, well, I was expressing my frustration to Ava earlier, and I lost my temper.
See? I told you I was chasing a story. There it is. Tracy must have been the disturbance that I received the tip about.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but it was me.
Well, I don't really care who caused this mess and wreaked havoc with the place because I'm in too good a mood.
Really?
Yes, I feel just great about AJ's victory over you, and I'm not going to let anything ruin it. So, you just carry on with whatever the hell you're doing, and just, note, stay away from my room.
Why didn't you tell me she was at work?
She came back early. Who knew?
I would have liked to know that.
Well, yes, but she's not calling the police, and that's all that matters.
Like with Lucy?
You could say that. I got her 1%.
You did?
Did you have any proof that Kiki is not who she thinks she is?
No, not yet. But I think I might be in here.
Poisoning?
Yes, Elena Cassadines, thank you. Parting gift, her last laugh.
I don't find it very amusing.
Oh, I get the humor.
Your earring?
Yeah, it was leaking radiation. Who knew, huh? I thought it was just an affectation, just a fulfillment of my childhood dreams of being a pirate.
I always found the earring very dashing.
That's because you are an impeccably stylish and wonderful woman.
Are you in pain?
I have the pain tolerance of a rhinoceros.
Elena, she deserves to be skewered and roasted over an open flame.
I never took you for a religious woman.
I congratulate you for ending her miserable life. I just wish I'd been there to witness it.
Well, we can always count on Helena to have that one last shot at revenge.
But this is real. You could actually die.
Afraid so.
I don't know what. It feels like we always had so little time together. There was always something else going on.
Whatever time we had, English, we made the most of it.
We certainly did.
English, whatever happens, you know I loved you. I was so glad I knew you.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't even think about telling me goodbye.
Sweetheart, if I don't say it now, I may never get the chance.
Alexis.
What?
Julian doesn't really strike me as a nickname. And yes, there probably are plenty of people with that first name. But how many of them were in that bar on that night in New Hampshire?
Good point.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I still haven't the vaguest idea how to track this guy down.
So the reason you're here is,
I'm trying to get publicity for an important cause. My sister and her friend are organizing a drive to get people tested and registered as potential bone marrow donors, and I was hoping that your paper would do a cover story.
is the drive for someone in particular?
My son. He just passed his first birthday, and he's really sick, and he needs a bone marrow transplant.
I'm sorry.
Listen, Mr. Wells, if we don't find a match, he could die.
I'm assuming you've checked the National Registry?
Yes, of course, like every 5 seconds, but nothing so far.
What about blood relatives? I mean, I would think that would be your best bet.
Yeah, we had tested his uncle. He was a match, but for medical reasons, he can't be a donor.
And you're positive there's no one else you're missing?
Well, there is my father. I mean, I'm not even sure he's alive. Actually, I don't even know who he is.
Eureka! A birth certificate!
Oh, is it Kiki's?
Lauren Catherine Jerome.
Oh, it's her. Who's the father? What does it say? What does it say?
Oh, Silas Clay.
What am I?
She's not one of us. Which means she's not in my father's will, which means her 5% disappears. AJ and I are back to tied, except that not really, because I have the deciding vote. Which means that my deplorable nephew goes down in flames once again, and ELQ is mine!
Not so fast.
So you don't know who your father is? I suppose that could be liberating in some cases.
Not in this one. I would actually give anything to find him. But since that's not an option and no other family members are a match...
You need to drive to work.
Yes, and we are all over social media. But locally, it would be really helpful if you would put this story front and center.
This isn't exactly front
What?
news.
It's not a man pulling a pencil out of his head. After 15 years, I get it. You'd only be saving a little boy's life.
I'm not trying to be insensitive.
No, you're just trying to sell papers, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to save my son. I want to see my son grow up. Mr. Wells, your paper comes out 7 days a week. I'm talking about 1 day here.
And I need good numbers every one of those
Good numbers?
days.
Do you have children?
I'm not really sure.
Do you have any idea what it's like to hold his little hand in yours or to feel his head nestled up against your chest? If you had a child of your own, you wouldn't know what I was talking about.
You know, this could just be the beginning. Now that you managed to shake loose a name, you might start to remember more about that night.
But even if we miraculously find Julian, how do we know he's even going to be a match for Danny?
This is all about maximizing options for Danny. So finding Sam's father, who may have children or siblings, might increase those options. Let's take it one step at a time, okay?
Jax was dying of radiation poisoning too. When did this become a trend?
I don't know. But he intended to use the money that he extorted to buy a cure.
And then he supposedly died.
But they never found the body or the money. So, if he somehow survived that explosion and took the money out of this bank...
There'd be a record of it.
That's right. So maybe if we can find it, we can find him. That's my only shot.
Then let's take it. I thought you said we had an hour.
Oh, baby, time is my enemy right now. You still work well under pressure?
You haven't given me much to go on.
I know. Swiss banks are famous for keeping the privacy of their customers. Well, we have a date. We have a time. We just have to make an educated guess as to which one is Jerry's account. If we can match the date and the time...
I think I've got it.
How much stress Danny's illness has put on all of you, but take care of yourself. You're no good to Sam or Danny otherwise.
I'll try.
And I'm always available if you need me.
Thank you. But what I really need is Julian.
Miss Morgan.
No. Forget it. I'm sorry. I should not have put you on the spot like that. It was a mistake.
Hold on, wait. Look, here's the thing. I was gonna be shutting down the newspaper anyway, so one more day of bad sales won't make a difference.
Really?
Here, just get me that donor information, email it to me, okay?
And you're gonna put it on the front page of the paper?
Tomorrow's edition.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Wells.
I don't know if I can print the story, Tracy.
You don't have to. Just give it to me and I'll cram it down AJ's throat.
All right, just can you give me a second? I have to think this through and be careful.
Think what through? Oh, this isn't the Sunny thing again, is it?
Yes, I told him I'd put a lid on it.
Honey, you're a journalist, are you not? You're the guardian of the once fabulous Crimson and that silly little newspaper that feeds all of those hungry mouths.
I know I am okay. I get it.
We have come this far. Let's just finish it. We, together, you and I, can save ELQ, Crimson, the newspaper. Come on, Connie, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna print the story or not?
Hi, how'd it go with Connie? Is she gonna run the story?
No, but Derek Wells is on the front page.
Great.
Yes.
Who's Derek Wells?
I don't know, but apparently he owns the paper now.
Oh, well, I don't know the man, but he's a lifesaver.
Miss Falconeri, I'm glad you're here. I'll be sending you an email, an article for tomorrow's paper. We'll be leading with it since you've got nothing else.
Actually, I do.
You, how to go with Kevin?
Well, I don't know how much it is to go on, but I did remember something about your father.
You did? What?
His first name. It's Julian.
What do you have there?
I told you I was following a big story at ELQ.
A game changer?
That's right. I was right. This is all the proof that I need. I am running that baby.
What are you doing? Fluffing up your pillows. I want to make sure you get a really good night's sleep, because I think tomorrow's going to be a really long day. Sweet dreams.
This has to be Jerry's account. Electronic transfer of 88 million.
Dated September 10th, 2012.
It's right here.
So we found the money. Now what happened to it?
It was transferred to another outside account shortly after Jerry supposedly died. It has to be him. He's alive.
Well, I love a wild goose chase when it catches the goose. And here come the cops. Is there any way that you can find out where it was transferred?
I'm trying to run the trace now.
Well, come on, make it snappy.
The money was picked up by a party who was subjected to a retinal scan.
Okay, well, is there a photograph to go along with the retinal scan?